With what is essentially a monopoly on the American football video game market, EA's Madden franchise has had its ups and downs with fans. I personally love Madden, but the lack of innovation on EA's part ever since Madden 16 has been inexcusable. Have they finally listened to the fans clamoring for change, or have they simply just regurgitated the same product? My name is Yan, welcome to Mojo Plays, and this is my review for Madden 20. There are essentially just 4 modes in Madden: Ultimate Team, the new QB1 face of the franchise, Franchise Mode, and regular old Play Now. That's it. In comparison to other sports games like NBA 2K, or even EA's other franchises like NHL, this bare-bones offering is simply not enough. Most importantly though, in terms of gameplay, actual gameplay, the game did get better. The throwing animations are smoother, and they finally incorporated the real throwing mechanics of the quarterbacks.
Defensively, you gotta continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
The running and juking is much more fluid, and you finally don't feel like a block of cement trying to move around the pylon. And in terms of gameplay, the game just feels much faster. Going from play to play seems much more accelerated, and going through an entire game takes markedly less time now. And lastly, but potentially most importantly, is the new addition of X Factors. One of my gripes in previous Madden games is that a lot of the players just felt the same. Like Aaron Rodgers felt like Drew Brees, and Drew Brees felt like Tom Brady, and Tom Brady felt like Phillip Rivers, and I mean, you get the point. Madden 20 with the new superstar traits and X Factors really makes superstars feel like superstars. Basically, if a player meets a certain requirement in game, they activate their X Factor traits and become much harder to handle. It doesn't change the game drastically because it's hard to activate the X Factor, but when it does happen, it feels great.
Away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for ring.
It's caught inside the 25. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown.
Other than that, however, in terms of gameplay, there's not much else that was added. They did take away the referees, however, for some silly reason, but overall, playing Madden 20 feels better than playing Madden 19. But isn't that to be expected? The new mode QB1 face of the franchise gives you the ability to create your own player and participate in a quasi-story mode. But this is a step back from Longshot over the past 2 years. I mean, yes, there are customizable options that weren't available in Longshot, but Longshot actually felt like a story, whereas this kind of just felt like an introduction to Be a Pro. Fans have been clamoring for an experience like QB1, but with only the option to be a QB, and with it being extremely short, this kind of felt like a trial version. There were some cool elements like the inclusion of a Good Morning Football segment about your fictional player that made it feel real. On top of actually being able to play in college, albeit it was only 2 games, I was happy the mode was in the game and it did give me a couple hours of enjoyment. Hopefully they can expand on this in the future, but my question is why not now? The game is not just some DLC and costs the full price of admission. And we should, as fans, be demanding of EA to give us new experiences that don't feel half fleshed out. Madden Ultimate Team, or MUT, is better than ever. It's clear that EA has invested the most in this game mode versus everything else because, I mean, it probably makes them the most money. Out of all the Ultimate Team experiences, Madden's is probably the best. While there is an emphasis on microtransactions, you can actually build a very good to great team by putting in the hours and doing the missions, which replace the solo challenges from years past. And they're nowhere near as tedious as other games, looking at you 2K and FIFA. At the end of the day, Ultimate Team is really what a lot of us buy Madden for, to be fair. And it is better than ever. The most popular mode, however, in years past has been Franchise Mode. It's what you go into to play hours on hours in. And let me tell you, with barely any changes, Franchise Mode in Madden 20 is as stale as it's ever been. There are obviously some minor tweaks and improvements, but it's essentially just the same Franchise Mode as Madden 19 and even Madden 18. Obviously they have to include some minor tweaks like reporters asking you questions after big losses or big wins, and even including Fog of War, which hides players who have played less than 500 snaps full stats, are nice additions. But these have been in other franchise modes like NHL for years, and it feels like Madden is simply just playing catch up. Yes, they did add the Pro Bowl, much to many fans' content, But the issue is that the Pro Bowl was already in the game in previous editions and they took it out just to advertise it as an addition to Madden 20. Will they be advertising and hanging their hat onto the fact that referees will be returning in Madden 21?
Here's Breeze to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And this is intercepted, and that should do it.
All in all, we should be expecting more out of EA when it comes to Madden. To put it into perspective, with a much smaller dev team, EA's NHL franchise has outclassed Madden's in almost every way save Ultimate Team. Now don't get me wrong, the game is good. It's really fun to play with or against friends. The gameplay itself is, in my opinion, the best and fastest it has ever been. If you're interested in just playing Madden and looking to immerse yourself in a fun Ultimate Team that doesn't require you to spend a boatload of cash to be competitive, then this is a game that you will enjoy. However, if you're looking for a complete overhaul from years past, with brand new franchise mode and an immersive storytelling experience, then this is not the Madden you're looking for.
One last throw here for Goff. And this is dropped and incomplete. Well, there's a metaphor for how this one is gone.
Check out this other recent clip from Mojo Plays, and be sure to subscribe and ring the bell to be notified about our latest videos.